Hello YouTube, and I hope you guys enjoyed my last video. Um, there's something I would like to talk about today. Uh, it's kind of been a reoccurring thing among my friends and among those in my church, and I would like to address it. Um, I have had some people come to me, or you'll hear them talking about a problem that they have. And well, recently I had a friend who came to me crying, and I was like, "Well, why are you crying?" And they said because so and so said that my depression is fake, and I said, "Well, why are they saying that?" And basically, long story short, this person thought that my friend was faking her depression because she was talking about it. Something I would like to address is just because someone is talking about their problems doesn't mean that they they're faking their problems. They're faking their emotions. They're not. And I'm speaking from both as someone who has studied psychology. When we're going through a tragedy, us humans, as humans, whether it doesn't even have to be a tragedy, in any emotion, us humans want to share it with other humans. That's how we are. If we feel anger, we want to share that anger with other people. If we feel sadness, we want to share that sadness with other people. Same thing with depression. Now, yes, there are people who constantly complain to the point where it's all that they talk about. Those are the people who are, again, it isn't fake, but they're just using it for depression. But people who just occasionally call up one of their friends and it's like, "Hey, I need to talk to you." They're not faking their depression. Or let's say one person has 5 friends that they go to whenever they're depressed. Just because they have 5 people doesn't mean that they're using it for attention. It means that they have this need to share this emotion with these 5 people, and these are the people that they trust. People don't usually trust emotions that are that strong with people that they don't trust. You're not going to tell a total stranger about your depression. You're just not going to do that. But I'm also speaking from experience. Last time that I was depressed was I'm gonna give you guys a small story about me. I used to live in Houston, a really bad part where almost every day someone was dying. But I had one friend in 6th grade who used to play basketball with me, and that was the highlight of my day was whenever I got to gym class and I got to play basketball with him. He was an 8th grader, so when I went to 7th grade, he went on to ninth and then 10th, and then in the middle of my 8th grade year, my coach calls me and he goes, "Hey, do you remember so and so?" I forgot the kid's name, but I said, "Yeah, I remember him. How is he doing?" Because my coach would keep me updated on him because he knew that me and him were friends, but I didn't have a phone back then, so we couldn't keep in touch. But he goes, well, he had some friends, and he didn't know his friends were in a gang, and they took him to a coffee shop, and while he was buying a cup of coffee, they opened fire on another gang, and he got shot in the process. The only person that had shown me, the only person that wasn't a part of my family, the only person outside of my family who showed me kindness, who showed me good things, I just learned was gunned down by some people who wanted drugs. That was it. and he had nothing to say about it. He just wanted a cup of coffee. And it hurt me so badly. I went home, I didn't talk to anyone. And then once I was ready to talk to people, I talked to my mom about it. I talked to my stepdad. I talked to my teachers about it, because it bothered me that much, to where in each class every teacher could see that I was hurting, and they would ask me about it, and I would tell them, well, this is what's going on, and they helped me get through it. It took me a while. It took me well into my freshman year to finally get over the death of my friend. So I'm speaking from experience as well. I wasn't talking to my teachers and talking to my mom for attention. I was hurting so badly that I needed something or someone to comfort me, and that's what people look for whenever they're depressed. Depression isn't something that's fake or over exaggerated. Depression is very, very real. And I know that I don't have that many subscribers. And again, I know that I'm just some random person on the internet, but it's true. Depression isn't fake. And telling someone who is depressed that their depression is fake is only going to make their problems worse. So you don't say that to someone. You just don't. If you don't like the fact that they're complaining to you, then sorry for the background noise. The kids are acting retarded. But if you're depressed and someone is telling you to stop talking about your problem, or if someone is saying you're not allowed to talk about your problem because it's seeking attention, try not to listen to them. No, don't make it the only thing you talk about. But if you feel a need to go to a friend and go, hey, I know that I've talked to you about this before, but it's bothering me again, and I just need to talk. That's perfectly fine. You are perfectly within your rights to feel the way you feel, even if it's depression. And nobody should be mad at you or judging you for being depressed. Whatever it may be that you're depressed about, you have a right to feel that way about it. I wanted to address this because nowadays we live in a society where if someone shows sadness or if someone shows depression, they're judged for it. Or they're considered weak, and I've seen it, and it's horrible. I've literally had to save someone from killing themselves because people wouldn't believe them when they said that that's how they were feeling. And if you're watching this and you know someone who's depressed, just listen to them. That's all they want you to do, is just listen to them. Don't tell them that they don't need to feel this way, or they shouldn't feel this way. They know that. Depressed people know that they don't need to feel this way. God, if back when I was depressed, if I could have turned it off, I would have. Nobody chooses to be depressed. But they're in that state of mind and they just need you. So just be there. That's all. Just be there for that person. And if you are depressed, don't be afraid to go to someone about your problem. And if you don't have access to a counselor or anything, there are many online things where people will be willing to talk to you. There are phone numbers and hotlines that you can call that are open 24/7, and they're always there to talk to you. So you can use those as professionals to talk about your issues with at any given time, and and some charge you, some do it for completely free. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I know that, the last video that I did was a happy-go-lucky one, but this just seemed like an issue that I really wanted to tackle. Is depressed people, first of all, they deserve to be recognized, they deserve to be listened to, and they deserve the help that they need. And to the depressed people, you guys do deserve the help that you need. You guys do deserve to vent, and you guys do deserve to feel the. You don't deserve to feel the way you feel, but you have the right. Don't let anyone tell you that you don't have a right to feel depressed, because we all process events differently. We all process things differently. What depresses you might not depress me, but that does not make it to where you are not allowed to feel depressed. For instance, let's say you're depressed because you let's say you're depressed because you had this great this great project you were working on, and you put a lot of effort into it, and then someone came along and just destroyed it, and it depresses you. Now that wouldn't depress me, because, well, I'd probably just make another one, but that doesn't make it to where you don't have a right to feel depressed about that project. You put your hard work and your soul into that project. Someone coming and destroying it is certainly going to be devastating for you. So it's okay. So that's what I wanted tonight's video to be about. Is depression and how serious it is, and that it is never right to tell someone that it's fake. It is never right to tell someone that they don't have a right to be depressed. It is never okay to tell someone that it's just not okay. And it's also not okay to make someone feel like they have to lock their feelings inside because they might be a bother. To anyone who's watching this, if you're depressed, you're not a bother to anyone. If you need to talk to someone, talk to someone. It is not a bother. And anyone who calls you a burden because you're talking about your issues is not a real friend, is not a good human being, and is definitely not someone you should be around. And so just get the help you need, seek whatever help you can, and please just be nice to each other. That's all for this video. I promise you guys tomorrow will probably be a happier toned one, but thank you guys. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you are going through something and you feel like you don't have someone to turn to. Please comment down below. And I don't know if there's any safe way to do this, but I'm an 18-year-old. There's no information for me to steal. If you guys need help, and you don't know anything else to turn to, you can leave a comment asking for help, and I will personally I will give you my Facebook, and you can directly message me on there to talk about your issues. Sadly, I don't know how this whole YouTube thing works, so I can't leave a hotline in the description, but if it's something very, very serious, please just go to your regular Google search engine and just research help hotlines of all kinds and sorts, please. So thank you guys for watching, and that is the end of this video.